Well, hello, everybody. It is the first Tuesday of the month, which means I have a nice look at all the Steelbooks that are coming out this month. It is, of course, March. There's not a lot of Steelbooks coming out this month, which I find a little bit on the disheartening side. This kind of leans a little bit more into the way that we were leaning in February. It seems like the gas pedal is not all the way down. It's not stuck at max capacity like it has been for the past couple of years. If I showcase off the tier list, people, let's go over here, click this one, go back here, make sure everybody can see it. This is all we have to deal with this month. I think there's 13, 14 titles somewhere around there. Not a lot of meat on the bone, but there are a few pieces of meat that are very, very tasty. And I will rank every single one from best to least best. I also have some links, Amazon links in the description. If these seem up your alley, make sure to click. If you want to buy, I'll get a little bit of a kickback and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you would like to do that, it would greatly much be appreciated. I'm going to start with the two Steelbooks that I actually already have. The studios were nice enough to send a couple of these my way. First one up, we have Gladiator 2. This was out today. And I haven't seen it yet. I like the first Gladiator. I don't love the first Gladiator. I will pop this in and finally give it a watch. But it's nice that that little sheen is on the armor. I always love a nice gloss pop whenever I can get it. There's the front, the back, just a whole bunch of words, strength and honor. That's never going to be really up my alley. Any extra artwork is much appreciated. Words just feel like filler, and I'm not the biggest fan of that at all. It comes with some promotional material for some merch, and then a Gladiator 2 art and making of book from Ridley Scott. The inside, I do like this, and I appreciate this. It comes with a 4K, and it comes with two Blu-rays, one with the film and one with just special features on here. Very, very nice to see. According to the J card, there's over an hour of bonus content. Why would you need a whole disc just for an hour? That seems strange. Deleted scenes, a dream that was Rome, origins, what we do in life, echoes of eternity. Just, your whole bunch, your basic making of stuff. This, to me, this entire release seems a little bit on the basic side. If we go back to the tier list here, let's pop this sucker up. And Gladiator 2, I need to type all these in. What do I always do? I don't even remember what I list these at. Here, give me a second. I will look that up. We normally do amazing. Here, wrong one. There we go. I usually go amazing. Like releases that I will pick up myself. Very good. Good. Not good. And terrible. There we go. And right off the gate, Gladiator 2 doesn't offend me, doesn't really make me that happy either. I think this is as mid of a Steelbook release as you can get. It's not offending me bad, but it's just kind of slap chopped on there. If I'm being honest, I'm very happy to have it in the collection. I'm very excited to finally give Gladiator 2 a watch. I just, it'll be, yeah. I'm more excited about the movie than I am the Steelbook in the collection this go around. But we have a good chunk of people in already. We got a few people in the chat. Collector Movie Man, you're only getting one Steelbook this month. The Last of Us, we will get to that one. Yes, and you did pick up Naked Gun Steelbook in Amazon for only $15. I will be showcasing off some steals, some Steelbook steals at a certain retailer that I don't think enough people are talking about. There's actually two websites that I will call out once we get done talking about all of the Steelbooks. So if you want to see where you can get pretty good deals on steals, stay tuned until the very end. But we have Movie Man 2020. Evening, everyone. Evening to you too, man. Thank you for providing great content. I appreciate that, Mike. Absolutely. You're showing 15 Steelbooks. However many I listed is what I saw on Blu-ray.com's breakdown. That's what I use. At the end, if I'm missing any, please let me know, Movie Hunter. Pretty basic movie. If you didn't like Gladiator 1, you probably won't be a fan of 2. It's much worse. It's much worse. See, I want to see Denzel being like king, doing his king shit shtick. You know, like that seems very entertaining to me. Am I not entertained? Is the movie not entertaining? I don't know. I'll find out though. Van Ghoul, how's it going? Do I have Star Trek Lower Decks complete series? I thought I did. I saw that one on there. Maybe I skipped that in the. Well, we'll see when we come to it. But let's not waste any more time and let's get to the second Steelbook that I have. Thank you to my friends over at Lionsgate Limited. We have the Den of Thieves collection in a box that I had no idea was this nice until I got my hands on it, until I unboxed the movie mail earlier today. And I'm like, dang, this thing looks crazy. This thing is a lot more premium than I thought it was going to be. That's a very good word for it. You have minor embossings on parts of the vault itself. Very nice glossy finish to this book. Again, a quote on the back, but I'm more impressed with the quality that this is made out of than I am the quote on this box. Because I thought this would be another slipcover. It is not. We have the very cool Lionsgate Limited slip or logo right here on the bottom. This opens up magnetized right there. Listen to this. Everybody, listen in the microphone. Oh, I could just do that all day and be totally entertained. One more time. Yes. I don't know why I enjoy that so much, but I do. But we open this release up. I'll showcase what it looks like in here. It's like you're opening up a vault. You get the peek at the first Steelbook. No slipcovers on this release, which I understand. Still a little disappointed about, because in a box set like this, it still adds some much needed protection to the Steelbook so they don't scratch on top of one another. I had to get a little bit crafty with what I did to protect these, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Here is what the first Steelbook looks like of Den of Thieves. Again, great gloss pops. Lionsgate always does a great job with that. I love how they use original artwork on all of their releases. I think it just looks like a premium product, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this one. I like the motif of shredding all the unnecessary documents that you need to. I've seen the first Den of Thieves. I enjoy the first Den of Thieves. My friends call me the Heist Hound. I love this subgenre. Here's a look at the 4K, which just has the unrated director's cut. The Blu-ray has both cuts, the theatrical and unrated. Both are there, but they're on the Blu-ray. Just thought you might want to know. Little ease of mind here. And I'm not even going to pop the other disc out. We are just getting more roadmaps in here. A little bit on the basic side when it comes to inside artwork. Still not terrible, though. On brand. Not bad. There is Steelbook number 1. Usually, or when I opened this release up, it came with the digital code. Keeping the digital code to separate the two Steelbooks from rubbing onto one another. Since I use the digital code, I no longer need the digital code. So this was on the back of the box. I had to fold it like so to put it over the Steelbooks. I wish that they would have sized this a little bit smaller so it would have fit. Here, I'll show you. So it would have fit into the box like so, but it's just big enough to not fit great. So I unfortunately had to fold it. I wish if it was a little bit smaller, it would have been perfect, honestly. As is, it's not the best case scenario for protecting Steelbooks in here, but you got to do what you got to do. The second Steelbook in the set is Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. I've not seen this release yet. Very excited to do so because, like I said, I do like the first movie quite a bit. Hoping for good things about this movie. Open it up here. We get more of a diamond motif as opposed to the money in the first one. There we go. Still very nice. I like the artwork on this release. They're both very thematically similar. We get the 4K right here, the Blu-ray right here with all of the diamonds and more roadmaps on the inside. I will show you what the inside of the case looks like. It's like you emptied out the vault. You know, again, Lionsgate is great when it comes to their like theming of everything. That like just planning out a whole entire release as a whole. I really like what they are doing as a company, putting the paper in between so the Steelbooks don't get scratched, closing the vault back up like so. One more time. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. I like that a lot. Um, the box is what's really wowing me. That's the one factor that I didn't get from looking at all of their stuff online for this release. That's the wow pop for me for this collection. The Den of Thieves collection, if it had slipcovers on the releases, would probably bump it up to amazing. But as is, it's very good, borderline amazing. If it had that little extra added protection, it would have bumped it up into that S tier world for me. As is, still a very solid release. If you're a fan of the franchise, it's a great looking set. I don't think you will be upset about having that set in your collection at all. But what did you all have to say here? Let's go back here. Movie Hunter. Very nice. I was hoping someone would show Den of Thieves so I don't need to open mine. Well, there you go. Yeah, mission accomplished there, Movie Hunter. I've not been able to buy anything off Lionsgate Limited. They really need to drop the prices. I don't see that happening. Honestly, Collector Movie Man, I know that they have extra added costs from running the website to shipping things out themselves. I think this is where if we want these studios to be more of boutique players, a lot of the boutique labels don't really have price drops. You know, you have your Arrows that do it twice a year. You have Vinegar Syndrome. Lionsgate Limited is still getting off the ground. It's less than 6 months old now. So they still have a lot of like learning to do, just kind of, getting through things. But inventory wise, they are selling out of a lot of their stuff. Like that's not an issue for them. So if it's selling at these prices, I don't see them dropping anytime soon. Beautiful packaging said you can't have it shipped here in Canada. I'm hoping they get that figured out. Not sure why you can't. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Even though, yeah, that's just a touchy subject as of right now. It stinks you can't get it shipped there as is. There's only one movie that I will pay top dollar for if they put it on 4K. Silver Linings Playbook. Is that? I don't think it's a Lionsgate, is it? Isn't? I don't know why Universal is screaming. They already put out a Steelbook for Silver Linings Playbook. I want to say it's a Universal title. I could be wrong. Sad no Lionsgate Limited logos on those. There's a logo on the case, but yeah, not the Steelbooks themselves on this one. Just get your 7 digipack and it has the same great magnet noise. I'm a sucker for that magnet noise, man. It's the best, man. It's the best. Oh, hey, Prince, how's it going? Oh, God, you changed your thing to Heel Cena already, huh? Been a month. Yes, it has. What do I think? Heel Cena, I watched that live. I really only watch pay-per-views live. The rest, I really just watch other wrestling content creators' content, and that's how I get my wrestling fix throughout the rest of the month. There still needs to be more to happen. It was a great moment, but the story, I'm ready for the story to evolve a little bit as opposed to just, having the shock of the heel turn. I'm excited to see what comes next, Prince. I've heard Den of Thieves 2 is not that good, so I didn't find it worth buying. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard it's worse than the first movie, but if you liked the first movie, you should still like this one. I'm excited to watch it no matter what. Akira is last. Make me happy. Yes, Akira will be in this month for sure. Do I like Scream 1 or 3? I like 1 over 3 for sure. That's not even a contest in my book. On my Blu-ray, it says Lionsgate on Silver Linings Playbook. Really? Where is mine? It's over here. Can I see it? Is it Sleeping Silver? God, I don't think that says Lionsgate. I see it, but I can't see the logo at the very bottom. Sorry, very boring live stream here. Let's continue and go down the road. Now we have to go. Those are all the ones that I have actually physically in my hands. Let's go to another release that got released today, and I will kind of swap over screens. And that, my friends, is Kraven the Hunter. I actually have that in reach. I can show this off. I have the Blu-ray. Sony sent me the Blu-ray of Kraven the Hunter. No 4K. This is a 4K Steelbook of Kraven the Hunter. That takes up a lot of space, does it not? If I click on this, there we go. That's a little better. Okay. Front cover, first things first. Steelbook looks 10 times better than the Blu-ray slip. Blu-ray makes this look very generic. Steelbook makes it look very menacing. I enjoy that a lot. Like a lot, a lot. And here is a shot. Ooh, I love the classic Kraven pose that they have on the back cover too. Inside is a little primal tattoo of them. I feel like Batista would have that on his back or something. Like it's not very. I'm assuming those are supposed to be the teeth or something from his necklace. A lot of antler business going on here in the back. Yeah. I like it, but it's a lot of skulls. Like the more I look at it, the more samey it's looking. Really like that striking image on the front. The back, I liked it first. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, he just likes to. I mean, he's a hunter. He likes antlers. That does make sense too. The back or the inside is very generic. That bums me out. The more I'm looking at this, the more the shock value is starting to wear off on me. Let's go and look at the tier list once again. Kraven the Hunter for me. If it had a better inside, it would be a very good, but I think right now it's just in the good. It's definitely better than Gladiator 2. I could see it squeaking into the end of the very goods. We'll see at the end of the video. I always rank these from best to least best. We'll see if it does a little moving or a shaking later down the road tonight. But let's go into, let's see here. I kind of want to stay on track date-wise here. So there are two more releases that are that we need to talk about here that came out today. The first one, let's go right here, look it up, is a movie that I already have on Steelbook. So I don't really need to have this Steelbook in my life. But I'm feeling a little obligated to get it because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the franchise, even though the first movie just came out. We have the Super Mario Brothers movie. There we go. Now we can zoom in. And I will say, this Steelbook is better than the one that originally came out with just the mushroom. I have it over there. I should have grabbed it. That's okay. Super Mario Brothers, the first one, just came out with a mushroom on the front and then the back of the mushroom on the back. This one thematically is a little better with the question mark block, but still it's not a actual square. So I think the rectangle on the Steelbook would bug me. I like how colorful it is with the yellow pop on the spine with the actual Mario Brothers all multicolored and whatnot. The inside is just a whole bunch of the Mushroom Kingdom. I think I like the inside of the Mushroom Steelbook more than I do the mushrooms on the inside of this Steelbook. The more I'm looking at this one, the more I'm not really falling in love with this one either. There's not a lot to look at, so I'm not really going to look at it anymore. I'm just going to go with my gut, and my gut is telling me that Super Mario Brothers movie is going to go just in the good too. I want, how is it this hard to come out with an amazing Steelbook for the Super Mario Brothers movie, for Christ's sakes? I am going to stop sharing this and just show you what the mushroom one looks like over on the Jujels. Here is the mushroom, the power-up edition, if you will. This was also generic. I think I like the question mark block a little bit more than the mushroom, but I mean, the mushroom was so boring and basic. How is it this hard to, like, this looks amazing. This is a mock-up. This is what I want. I want colorful pops on my Steelbook, just like there are in this movie. Come on. Like, this is the best one of the bunch, and this isn't even a real thing. Sad, sad day. I have this one as well from a Second Sight Films of the OG 93 Super Mario Brothers. This is still my favorite Super Mario Brothers Steelbook. I should be wowed by the animated Steelbook that comes out, but alas, I am not, and that is unfortunate. Okay, we did a couple of Steelbooks here. Let's start going back into the comments. Still waiting for Kraven to ship. Cool. Kraven for Kraven. Love to see it, Prince. Do I have Breaking Bad? I don't. That's one of my holy grail pieces, is that barrel. I never pulled the trigger because I was hoping that it would get cheaper, and instead it sold out. And I still think that's perfect packaging for that release. And it comes with a whole bunch of physical goodies that I could have up on my collection, on my backdrop, like so. One of these days I will get that, but I'm going to have to find it at the wild in the wild at this point. Sorry. Needed that desperately. How many movies can I watch in 1 week? Depends on if I have the day off of work. I actually have this whole week off of work, funny enough. And I haven't watched a lot. I mean, I've watched a couple of movies today, I guess. Sunday and Monday, I helped a friend move, and I'm still sore from that because I'm a very old man. Today, I did my taxes because, again, I'm a very old man. And once the kid, I did watch Deep Blue Sea, Arrow Video in the time between I was done with my taxes, editing videos for YouTube, and before the kids got home. I watched Deep Blue Sea from Arrow Video on 4K. My review should be up. I'm going to give myself until Monday, but I'm hoping to have it up by Thursday. We'll see how that goes. And then we watched, once the kids got home, as soon as they got home, school let us know that they're going to have a snow day tomorrow because we're supposed to get blizzard conditions tonight. So it was a fun late stay up night sporadically. We watched The Great Mouse Detective tonight. And that was one of my favorites as a kid. It was like one of the 30 VHS tapes I had growing up. It's a fun watch. The best part by far is the end. That whole Big Ben clock chase scene is still amazing, still riveting to this day. But since the kids are off Wednesday, probably not going to get a lot of time movie watching, or at least movies I want to watch. R-rated fare. That's not going to happen. But do I want to say this? I guess I'll say this. Yeah. I'm getting a vasectomy tomorrow. So I'm going to have to take it very easy, at least all day Wednesday, and I'm going to baby it and do all day Thursday. I'm not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds for the next like 72 hours or so. That's going to give me a lot of free time where I really can't do that much else. So marathon session is planned. I already have a couple of movies in the chamber ready to press play on. Very excited for that. Breaking Bad, already talked about that. What is my favorite Ghostface? Probably the OG, the originals. That's not my favorite movie, but I will say that dynamic duo are my favorite Ghostface. I just sent you a picture on Instagram of the complete series. I don't know what you're talking. My phone is in the other room. I was filming a lot of stuff today, editing a lot of stuff today, and it needed to be charged badly. So I don't have that in front of me right now. Collection Movie Man. I like this much better than the Mushroom. I do as well. Movie Hunter. It should have been Boston. It should have been something. It should have been something. How we doing on the foreign movie binge, Prince? I need to look that up. I want to say I've done about 5 titles. I Saw the Devil. I watched Don't Torture a Duckling, which I shot a review for, still need to edit. That should also be out. I'll probably push that one to next week because I want to get Deep Blue Sea out before that. There's a couple more in the mix. Those are the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. Trying to hit 50 foreign films by the end of this year. We'll see how it goes, but as of right now in March, that seems very doable for me. See if they would have put the Steelbook at $27.99 on Lionsgate, they would be more willing to buy. I get it. I understand, but they've got their own model. They're trying to do unique things on their end. Totally understand. Do I have the Scream 1 Steelbook? I absolutely do. You have the Ralph Steadman Breaking Bad Steelbook set. I wasn't the biggest fan of that artwork, so I didn't want to go that route. I really like the giant like Petri dishes that are in the barrel set. I just think I'm a sucker for a theme, and if it's pulled off well, doesn't matter if it's a Steelbook or not, I'm going to be in love with it. But now I'm almost holding out for a 4K set of Breaking Bad. They shot that on film. I think it will look gorgeous in 4K. So if I don't have it for this long, if I don't find it in the wild, I will be happy to just pick it up on 4K whenever it comes out. That's not a fun surgery. No, I'm assuming it's not. I'm assuming it is not at all. But let's get off that subject. Let's talk some more Steelbook, shall we? The last Steelbook that came out today is kind of a banger, folks. A title that I might have to pick up and just to add to my 50 foreign films list. We can buy this freaking thing at Walmart. That's crazy. Let me switch screens here. And let's talk some Akira, people. I have not seen Akira. I know, I know. It's like one of the best animes ever created, from what I've heard. I'm assuming that I will fall in love with it. I got the reference in Nope with like the motorcycle slide. This image is very epic. I love that shot a lot. I don't. Is that the back of the Steelbook? I could have swore I saw something else earlier on. That might be the back. I don't know what the inside looks like. Again, we just get this picture. I'm actually going to look at Jujol and see if there are any extra images that aren't on the Walmart website. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay. I want to say this link is in the description of Akira. Here's here, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share this one. It's not necessarily more Steelbook stuff, but it's showing a whole bunch of different options for this movie right now. There's a Steelbook and a 4K and a Blu-ray with the red Blu-ray top. I'm such a sucker for a colored case. This is what I was thinking of. It's got this for the back and it's got the same front. So I'm assuming this is what the back of the Steelbook looks like here. Double Akira. I don't know anything about Akira. It's cool looking enough. I like the cityscape in his head there in the silhouette. I don't know what the inside looks like here. Does this show me? Does that show me the inside? I know this isn't the set that's officially coming out, but usually the Steelbooks match up on some of these. I don't see the inside on this either. Ooh, someone did a 4K Steelbook unboxing, though. I don't want to watch his video. It's got a lot of views already, though. Congrats, whoever uploaded this. I don't see that on here. But God, yeah, there's no inside artwork that I can find at all. So I'm going to stop looking. I gave it a good 90 seconds of searching. If we go back to the tier list, I am going to give Akira. It's very striking. I think I like Kraven more. And because I like Kraven more, I'm going to put this in the good. But I might just go ahead and put Kraven in the very good, and Akira might pop up in the very good. I think there's going to be a lot of goods in this section this month. So I'm already going to make the executive decision that Kraven is going up to the very good status. Akira might be in that same boat, but again, this is a fluctuating list. This is me gathering my thoughts live for you in person. So yeah, we'll see if there's any more changing or flip-flopping the longer that we go on, people. Hey, how's it going, Last Movie Standing? Hope you like some Steelbook talk, man. There was a Breaking Bad Steelbook. You guys are talking about the TV show, right? Yep, that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Let's see here. No inside artwork of Akira. Yeah, I couldn't find it either. That's pretty crappy. That's pretty crappy. But let's continue to go down the list. That's all of the Steelbooks that came out today. Now there are 4, 5, 6 Steelbooks. There's 6 Steelbooks that come out not next week, but the week after. They're skipping a week of no releases and going very heavy on the 18th. So let's look this movie up. It's a movie that I saw in theaters. God, January? I want to say I saw it in January. I was not a fan of the movie. Not a big fan at all. Even though Universal sent me a giant care package for this movie. We are sharing now. Get off here. Get out of here. We're talking Wolfman. Ow! Limited edition Steelbook. I thought the movie was pretty one-dimensional. Steelbook, I'm not hating this, even though that looks very like photoshopped into this image behind it. One thing I can tell you is that they're not showing you the actual Wolfman for a reason. That's because he looks just like a redneck hillbilly. It's terrible design when it comes to the Wolfman. Was not a fan of that at all. And I love Lee Winnell. I love what he did with The Invisible Man. This movie was such a wet fart for me, and it sucks. It sucks. The inside is terrible. I hate the inside. Just trees and fog. Boring. The back, just a truck in the road. Boring. My teeth are coming out for this release, and I don't want it to. I walked into this movie wanting to love it, and I just did not, and it sucks. But this Steelbook kind of sucks. And I hate talking bad about movies, but man, when I have feelings like this, I can't help but share them. And for me, it's not it's not terrible, but it's definitely not great either. Wolfman is not good territory. The movie is probably not good either. If like this is a tier list system, star ranking, like if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I gave the movie a 2. I'm giving the Steelbook a 2. It's not good. It's not good, folks. And I want to love it, but it's just very basic, and it's not giving me enough to love. All I want to do is love, people. All I want to do is love. And that's not happening with this release, unfortunately. Let's see here. Last movie standing. Have I seen the new Wanted 4K Steelbook? I have. It's a little too busy for you. Maybe at the end I will show off some newly announced Steelbooks as well. I've got a lot to show off at the very end because this live stream of just the March Steelbooks isn't going to last that long. But I did see it. It got leaked by Don of the Discs, I want to say. He's very good at these Steelbook announcements before they get announced. I like Wanted. I don't mind a busy Steelbook, but yeah, I'll talk about that at the very end. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Let's go over this next one because this is another movie that I saw in theaters that I was not liking until the third act, and the third act really saved this movie for me, like really bumped up my enjoyment level quite a bit. Went from not liking it at all to actually wanting to recommend other people see this movie. Maybe a hot take, maybe not. Moana 2. Moana 2. I know the hot take with the price because let's go back here and see what that was. It was $65. Now you can save $21 just like that. Now it's $44.96, everybody. Isn't that a deal? Isn't that a steal of a deal? I thought that Disney partnering with Sony was going to be a good thing, and it has been anything but because their releases went from $35 to $65 for the actual price and $45 when it goes on sale, which is still not a good price. It's just Sony playing the Disney leverage card, and it sucks. It really just blows ass, and there's no way to go to sugarcoat it at all. Steelbook wise, though, it looks good. I really like the way that this Steelbook looks. I'm talking a lot of crap on the price. Steelbook wise, I really enjoy what's going on here. I'm really hoping that this isn't the American spine, even though I'm assuming it is. Normally, the UK on their Disney Steelbooks, they don't have the name of the movie on the spine. They have the character pictures on the spine, and I've always hated that. But it looks like this is what we're getting over in the States now, too. I'm going to have to docket points for that. I want Moana 2 on there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I do like this. I do like having the tattoo-inspired artwork on the back. Very, very cool looking here. I'm assuming there might be some embossing or debossing on this as well. Maybe I'm trying to kind of think highly on this release. There might be some embossing on the front too of that water. That could be very cool. Like the inside of that Steelbook release a lot. This is when simplicity is key to me when it comes to artwork. Like that's just a shot from the movie and it looks great. And then Disney, I just shat on them a little bit. I got to give them their flowers when it's due. I love that Disney puts different artwork on their discs. I feel like a lot of companies just slap chop the logo on a disc, put it in there, whatever. They don't even think about it. Disney puts thought into their discs because kids will pop these in, look at the characters, have those happy endorphins flow through their body, put it shit in the player, play the movie. It's a whole experience. And I enjoy this Steelbook experience the more I'm looking at it. I'm not going to nitpick a thing except for the spine. The spine is really bothering me. The spine I'm not liking whatsoever because on my first copy of Moana, it does not have just the characters on the spine. It has the name Moana. And for this release, it had potential. It had potential of going to amazing. But I think as of right now, it's just going to go very good. Borderline amazing. That spine made it it can't compete for amazing title with that spine. I got to dock it. That's just the way it is. And Movie Hunter, I am seeing. I did not put Star Trek Lower Decks, the complete series, in here. I looked at it, and we'll look at it, and I'll show you my. I'll tell you my ranking. I just won't be able to throw it in here, unfortunately. But let's go to another movie releasing on the 18th. Okay. Another heavy hitter, folks. Love this franchise, if you will. Love the first game with a passion. One of my favorite games of all time. So when the show got announced, I got very excited for it. And luckily, the show paid off. The show paid off because it had great source material behind it. Of course, I'm talking about the HBO series, The Last of Us. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, I'm going to put this one up first. Boom. The fungus, the spores. That artwork looks phenomenal, right? The complete first season. I love this artwork. I love it. It's so good. The spine, so good, so striking. The Last of Us, the complete first season. Oh my god. So nice. The fungus is pointing out different like themes of the movie. We got Joel or the show. We got Joel and Ellie over here. The fireflies. That's right. The fireflies right here. What else is poking at it? Those might be the only two. I'm in love. I'm in love with that front cover. But let's look at the back. I wish that it would have, if this is a Lionsgate release, I know they would have done this. The spores would have intertwined from the front cover to the back. It doesn't look like that happens here because there's nothing on the spine. That's a missed opportunity. And just more of the same on the back is a little lazy, especially if it doesn't wind to make one continuous image. The inside, okay. I would have picked a different shot, but this one I'm not hating. What I am hating is that Joel and Ellie are always going to be hidden with a disc right here. It also looks like this is a stack pack release, and with 4Ks, that makes me nervous. 4Ks scratch like crazy, and if you're going to pile two on front, or two at a time, 2x2, I hate that. I got to say, I hate that. If I'm going to spend a premium amount of money on a TV show to own physically, why not get one of those dividers that's in the middle? One disc on this side, one disc on this side, divider in the middle. Best case scenario. Don't know how much extra cost that adds to a release, but it's a better solution than a double stack pack. That's gonna demote it a little bit for me, folks. I have to do it. Inside is not bad, but again, Joel and Ellie are going to be covered by the discs a lot. So when the discs are in here, you just get skulls and grass. To me, The Last of Us is not skulls and grass. The front cover is so striking that it carries a lot of weight for me with this release. But as a whole, it had amazing written all over it. I'm not going to go all the way down to good, but it's going to be at the back of the pack for very good, just because of the stack pack factor of it all. The way that it could have intertwined the front and back cover, because it still has the same motif of like the fungus. That stinks. I don't know. I'm more disappointed the more I look into that release. So it's still very good. Don't get me wrong. Like that front cover is amazing. It's jaw-dropping. But the rest of it kind of drops the ball, if you will. Let's go over to some of the comments that I have not read yet. Sony Disney prices are insane. They even moved the Gandhi Steelbook from 50 to 65. Of course they did. And it is not Disney's fault. Like, this has to be known by people, or if it's not, I'm going to spread the word, because I know for a fact that it's not Disney. It is 1,000% Sony's doing, and it just sucks. There's no other way around it. You ordered the Moana 2 Steelbook. They haven't announced the standard 4K yet. Yeah, that also doesn't surprise me. Sony is masters at just releasing a 4K on Steelbook form, and that's it. Again, I'm not mad at that personally. Social Network, Panic Room, give me Steelbooks. I'll eat those all day. But for people who don't like Steelbooks, I understand being a little bit frustrated about that. I'm going to chug. Again, 12, 18 hours before the surgery. Trying to stay a little bit hydrated. There's another Steel releasing on 3/11, Ragna Crimson. That wasn't on the Blu-ray.com, so I did not pull that at all. You'll pay extra for a swing tray and a heartbeat. Me too, movie hunter, a man after my own heart. They did Dividers in the House of the Dragon season 2. I hope that they just don't have the right image on the inside. I don't know why they wouldn't, but if there's not a divider in there, that is such a mistake. That's such a lapse in just judgment and checking. I've got this deal and it's amazing. Which one The Last of Us, you have that one already? Please let us know if there's a divider in there or not if you have it. They did dividers for House of the Dragon. If they did it for House of the Dragon, why not do it for Last of Us? Unless it's like, was that a 4K and Blu-ray set? Maybe let me go back and look. It just says 4K on here. All of the discs say 4K. Yeah, I don't understand. How's it going, Smark? Your Last of Us Steel has a divider in it, and it's the same divider with the 4K. I hope it is. That's great. That's great. It will go up on the list if that is the case, Jack. And congrats on getting that like 2 weeks early. What is next on the list here? Ooh, okay. Okay. We got a couple more heavy hitters because we are dipping our toes into the Scream Factory pools, and I love the way that this water feels. I am such a sucker for a Scream Factory Shout Studio Steelbook. I really am. Even if this movie might have like 4 Steelbooks already, I still am not upset about it. Especially when the artwork is done by friend of the podcast, Mexifunk. This is Evil Dead. I love this movie. I think this movie is phenomenal. I know that a Steelbook for this movie just came out last year. I have that Steelbook. I like that Steelbook more than I do this Steelbook, if I'm being 1,000% honest. But again, I don't know what the back looks like. Maybe there will be artwork elsewhere showcasing that. Let's look quickly. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at here as well, just so you're not staring at me staring. Here's the Steelbook in question that I have that came out last year. I love the design of this one a lot. I don't hate this look either. I'm just trying to... I wonder if it's on Shout Factory's website. That would probably be the best place to see it. And if it's not there, it's probably not going to be anywhere. So let's look up shoutfactory.com. Let's look up Evil Dead. Okay. Where is it? It's not on your website, what? It's just a Walmart exclusive. That's kind of crazy that you can't even get it on the Shout Factory website. So honestly, it's not on Walmart's website. It's not going to be anywhere. There's not a lot for me to look at or judge. It's just that front cover. That stinks. Okay. Just going off of that, this is going to be pretty cut and dry. I think just this design alone, I don't have enough to go off of. This could easily jump higher on the list. But right now, this is just a good for me, especially when there's another Steelbook of the same movie that I like more. That was probably in the amazing tier when it came out. I need more from the release. There probably is more, knowing Mexifunk. He's probably got a trick up his sleeve, but as is, it's just a good Steelbook. And again, for movies that I love, I don't mind double dipping. Like, that's the collector mindset in me. I don't hate that. And if you own the movie, you shouldn't hate this either. This is just another opportunity for people who don't own the movie, because the other Steelbook that came out last year sold out, just to give them another chance to pick up a 4K copy of a great movie. So I think it's a win-win on Shout Factory's account. I am not a huge proponent of a huge antagonist of that idea or mind frame. But I want to say this next one is also going to be a Walmart exclusive. So let's stay here and let's do the other. Oops, if I can spell. World War Z Steelbook. And I bet we're not going to be able to get a lot off of this one either. Let's showcase off the screen right here. Here we go. Click on this. World War Z, baby. That looks menacing as all get out. This is what my mind immediately goes to when we think about World War Z. It's that mountain of zombies. Here's a close-up of that image, and dear God, is that haunting. And I can tell that by the spine that this continues to go, and it'll probably get smaller and smaller, closer to the ground. This is higher up. I love this. I think this looks amazing. Again, I don't know what is in the inside. I don't know what that artwork looks like. You know, with Shout Studio, Scream Factory, it's going to have great artwork on the discs as well. It's a 3-disc set. It's got 4K. It's got Blu-ray. I already own this movie on Blu-ray Steelbook. I have the movie on 4K from that Paramount Scares collection. I have this Steelbook right here. Do I have that Steelbook too? Do I have 2 Steelbooks of World War Z? I think I might just have one. Yeah, I just have the one. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Final answer. I have this Steelbook. I don't have this Steelbook. But I'm probably gonna add a third title, because I have the 4K, I have the Blu-ray. I can get rid of that Paramount Scare slipcover and swap it in with this. It's out of stock already, though. It might be sold out online already. Normally, there's a good chunk of these that hit store shelves, at least around me. I know a lot of stores, they're hard to find Steelbooks. It's hard to kind of keep track of that. But for me, for this Steelbook, it's my favorite Steelbook of the month. And this is the first. Amazing. I think that artwork can't get better. Like, for every image that pops into my head of this movie, this is what comes to mind. And this artwork is blowing me away. Win, 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 win. I love it. I love this release with a passion. But next up on the list, what do we have here? We did that. We have this one. And I saved this for last because I have no idea what it is. So if anybody wants to clue me in, that would be great. I even forgot what the crap it was called because I have no idea what it is. It's an anime. Spoilers. Probably not spoilers. You all probably knew that already. It's called this weird thing. It's another Walmart exclusive. That's interesting. So let's open it up into the Walmart app. I will showcase off the screen now. It is called, why isn't it letting me? Come on. Oh my God. Sorry, this thing is going sluggishly slow. Preset, share screen. Here we go. Spy X Family Code White. Okay. And I can't zoom into this, but it is a lot of white. And it's a lot of big-eyed characters and small-eyed pets. Spy X Family, Code White, the back. It's that, but just in white and on the back. Looks like it does have a embossing border, which is always nice to see. Here's a bigger shot of the front cover. Let's see if we can zoom in here. We can. I did not see the carousel before. It's nice to see like these little tidbits pop up in the watercolor effects here. We got the planes up here. We have the Ferris wheel over here as well. It's like a train of sorts. Cabin. Again, I don't know nothing about this at all. This is not doing a lot for me. This is fine. This is boring. Don't know what the inside looks like at all. Don't have a lot of memories either way on this one. So going back to the tier list, I am putting Spy X Family Code White at just a good. It's fine. It's fine. And that's all it is, okay? So we have 3 more Steelbooks to talk about. I only have 2 more pictures up there, as you can see. Before we go on to the last week of the month, the 25th, let's go and look at some of the comments that are here. Um, it was just 4K for season 2 of House of the Dragon. Yeah, okay, got it. I got the Steel when it originally came out a few months ago after the show finished. I didn't realize that The Last of Us had a re-release. That's what that Steelbook was. So I will be very ticked if this Steelbook, if this re-release took out the divider and just did the 2x2. It should be the exact same thing that came out a couple of months ago. Spy X Family Code White. Yes, it is. I'll talk about Lower Decks here in a second, but let's continue to go down the list. A staple of my childhood, folks. We have the amazing 90s comedy classic, Tommy Boy in 4K. And we have 2 Steelbooks to choose from as well. I'm hoping both of them are on Walmart. I don't think they are. We'll just do the Walmart exclusive first, because it has more to show off. We have the 30th anniversary edition of Tommy Boy. As you can see, it comes with a poster. I really don't care about that. I love that the poster artwork is on the Steelbook. Love that with a passion. Paramount's going to Paramount and just do the basic font on the black and blue discs. I hate that. What I do like about this is that they have the poster artwork, but they also on the back have a roadmap, which is very, very cool. Like this, I love this, but this is like the main selling factor for me to get this release. I love new, original, like physical things that I can hold and look at. I might only look at this for 5 minutes of my entire life, but it'll be a very enjoyable 5 minutes because it's new content for a movie that I've loved for 25 years. Like, I adore Tommy Boy with an absolute passion. Don't know what the back of the Steelbook looks like. Don't know what the inside of the Steelbook looks like. But this is such an upgrade to the Blu-ray Steelbook that we got released that they're pretty much doing a re-release for. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I should have grabbed that Steelbook. It's right over there. But this Steelbook looks great. I really enjoy it. I wonder if there's any more artwork out there for this Tommy Boy Steelbook. Let's just look and see. Let's have a little looky-loo. Go to images. Nope, I'm seeing the inside of the 4K Steelbook right here. I guess we can look at both of them since they're both up here now. Yeah, I'm not seeing the inside to the Walmart exclusive one at all. This other Tommy Boy Steelbook is it's not a side exclusive. It's wide everywhere. This is the exact same cover artwork that was on the Blu-ray release. That was an FYE exclusive back in the day. I have this one already because, again, love me some Tommy Boy. I was never in love with this case, but I just wanted to have it in the collection in Steelbook form. The back is like the same idea of this, except in car form, without David Spade and Chris Farley, but with the deer. And on the inside, another classic shot of them driving their car. It's an okay Steelbook. I was never in love with it when it originally got released, but I will say that even though I just see the front cover of the Steelbook, it has me more excited and more happy than that original Steelbook release that we got. So for Tommy Boy stuff, let's go and look back at the tier list. I am putting just the wide release Steelbook in good. Again, it's not harming me in any way, but it's not blowing me away either. Having the original poster artwork on this movie is an example of it being better than original artwork for this Steelbook. For me, nostalgia has a lot playing into this, I have to admit, but it's a very good Steelbook for me nonetheless. I will be picking this one up later this month. But we have another Steelbook to talk about that I don't have on here, unfortunately. But let's pull it up on the good old Jujels. Let's do Star Trek Lower Deck. See, I looked it up. I just never pulled the image because I was a little confused as to if these were Steelbooks or not. They are Steelbooks. I did look. I just did not pull. Haven't watched Star Trek Lower Decks. Haven't seen a lot of Star Trek content in my life. I've really only seen the latest trilogy of films, starting with the Abrams movie. This is okay, I guess. I same image, different beaming moods, I guess. I don't know. Comes with a signed image of sorts. That's kind of cool. Both steelbooks are in a case. Hopefully the case gives you a little bit of protection for the steelbooks. Not a lot for me to really go off of with this release. I don't see, I remember looking and I don't see a lot of inside images of these steelbooks. So even though I can't rank it because, I mean, I'm going to rank it, I just can't show you that. I would rank probably somewhere in the good territory. It's not blowing me away once again. But those are all the steelbooks this month. Again, another light month. I'm used to last year where we would have 20 plus steelbook releases on the regular. And now it's seeming like the 15 mark is where we're going. Like it's less than before. We have more or less retailers than before, so it makes sense. Just kind of sad to see. Hopefully more boutiques like Lionsgate Limited pop up and kind of survive that way with steelbook releases. But now let's rank them from best to least best. World War Z at a top. Not going to change my mind there. With the very goods, I think Moana 2 is in second place here. If I can move this here. I want to move Last of Us to second, but I'm not going to just because of the back and that stack, that double stack is really, I'm not the biggest fan of at all. I'm going to do Den of Thieves in the second place of very good. Then I'm going to go Last of Us. Then I'm going Kraven. No, then I'm going Tommy Boy. Then I'm going Kraven. Then I'm going Tommy Boy. Because I don't have a lot of artwork to go off of here. If there's quotes on the back and I put this above Kraven, I would not feel good about that at all. Do I feel good about Akira just being in the good? That is the question. And I think I'm okay with putting Akira at very good, but still the last of very good. I still like the Tommy Boy classic poster artwork more than I do the Akira on both the images that I see. But I'm okay with bumping it up from good to very good. Evil Dead right now as is, I could honestly see once I see the full release having this moved up to very good. But as is, this is the top of the good section. Then I'm probably going to, I don't want to do Tommy Boy. I don't want to do that. This is just a whole bunch of meh. This has the quote on the back, so I don't really want to do that. I mean, honestly, this could go any way. I think I'm going to have to do Tommy Boy second, even though it's a re-release. I like this one more than I do the other three. God, I still don't like the rectangular question mark block would probably piss me off more than anything else on here. So I might pull this. I might do this. But I'm not the biggest fan of this either. My God, what do I do here? These might all just be tied, like A, B, C. Because I really don't know what way to put these in order. But definitely Wolfman is at the very bottom. And Lower Decks would probably be right here. Actually, it'd be right here, right after Evil Dead. But there you have it. That is every single Steelbook coming out in March from best to least best. Now, we talked about a few things that we were going to look at after we talked about all of the releases this year or this month. We wanted to look at Wanted. That's correct. Let me pull up IG. Instagram, not images. Instagram. Dawn of the Discs. And we might look at some more Steelbooks that haven't really fully been announced over here too. Love me some Dawn of the Discs. If you're not following this guy, you need to. Is he the one who... Yeah, he is. Okay. So let's go over here and share the screen of Dawn of the Discs because we have a few Steelbooks to talk about. First one I'll talk about, Lionsgate Limited for April, baby. Basic Instinct, King of New York. These look phenomenal. This artwork reminds me a lot of the Snowpiercer one that came out last month. Really enjoy this. King of New York, I think, is going to look very nice. Like the slipcover doesn't add too much to it. I definitely like the Basic Instinct release more than the King of New York, but I'm still excited to get both in the collection. Both are movies that need to be in my collection because I don't own either of them yet. So very, very excited for those two. We also have a re-release of Full Metal Jacket in 4K. I've seen the Steelbook before. Maybe it was in the UK and then got released over here. I remember seeing this at Best Buy though, if I remember correctly. I don't think I own it. But there's also another Steelbook of this coming out with just like the white Born to Kill helmet, white background. So that's interesting as well. Let's continue to go here. We got a Detective Pikachu Steelbook coming out at some point. I don't think 4/29, the end of April. I have Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Is that within reach? No, it's not. It's all the way up there. Sorry. I already have a Steelbook of this, and it's a different design than this is. So again, another reason to pick it up if you are a Pokemon fan. But here is the mentioned before Wanted, and it is a lot. I will say that. I don't hate it though. I like the whole like branching out, shattering different timelines of Wanted. It's been a very long time since I've seen Wanted 2. This isn't even an April release. They're talking about May Steelbooks here, down on the discs. You crazy for this one? Absolutely love it. It's an okay looking Steelbook from what I can tell right here. Maybe with more time, I'll like it a little bit more, but there's a lot of very cool imagery with Wanted as well. Let's see if we can see any more Steelbooks. We got Plane coming out from Lionsgate at the end of April here. Gerard Butler. I've had the 4K in my collection for a year, and I have not watched it. I don't know. Gerard Butler is just one of those actors that he's in something, and I like heist films. This just seems like a very generic action film. Don't know when I'm going to get to it, but as you can see, it's an Amazon exclusive. We have Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare in the Poohniverse, if you will, in the same universe as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Bambi's Revenge. We have Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, just more generic horror with a very well-known IP attached. Just rinse and repeat the same shtick and make a whole universe out of it and make as much money as possible from those IPs. Steelbook-wise, I'm not seeing anything else. Love me some more Jason Voorhees coming to 4K from Arrow Video. Of course, I just watched Kingpin, so they made a 4K of Kingpin. I just bought the Blu-ray, just watched it. So I want to say this is Kino Lorber, right? Yeah, Kino Lorber's coming out with the 4K of Kingpin. Still not mad about it. Still a very enjoyable movie. Still looked at those Steelbooks. I guess the last Steelbook we'll talk about today, The Monkey. I did go see The Monkey. This does not have a Steelbook release in the States just yet. If it's just that, though, I would not be upset. That's all you really need is just The Monkey, or have like a collage of kills on the front or the back. I think that'd be a very cool release as well. But yeah, that's a look at some of the Steelbooks to come out in the future, people. I'm going to read a couple of comments, and then I will showcase off a couple of websites you can go to right now to pick up a couple of good deals on steals. But first, let's see here. Doesn't the Penguin Steelbook come out this month in the UK, is what Movie Hunter said. Love me some Penguin. I'm hoping I might pick up that import. I love the Penguin. I thought the Penguin was so good. Sorry. Finished off the bottle. I get parched very easy. Can I show you my Scream Steelbooks? They're not within arm's reach, so I can't get them at the moment, but I have made videos of them in the past. If you want to look that up, you can find it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Yep, Best Buy had the Full Metal Jacket and Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is different, though, Movie Hunter. I'm like 90% sure on that. Favorite Gene Hackman movie? Also, Harriet the Spy Euro Trip. Those are the first two movies that come to mind when Miss Trachtenberg pops up. I am more of a Euro Trip guy. I just love me a good raunchy comedy. They don't make them that much these days, and I ate them up in high school. I still love them to this day, and Eurotrip needs a newer release. I would say I would love Kino Lorber to get all over that, or 88 Films to like get Road Trip and Euro Trip and give them the nice box sets that they're doing for American Pie. That would be great. You really like that? Plane looked generic to me. Its setting is in my homeland too, so I'll pick Land of Bad over Plane. Gotcha. Daredevil Born Again out now. Oh, baby. I will be streaming that when I can't do a lot. That's for dang sure. Okay. I will show you a couple of websites now that have very good deals on steals. The first one here I already have pulled up. The second one I do not. But as of right now, found this out because friend of the channel, Films by Color, told me and made a video that Paramount is having a 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble. I have pulled up a lot of the Paramount Presents titles because I love collecting for this, and there's a few here that I do not have in the collection that I'm going to be picking up. I don't have Hustle and Flow because it's never been lower than 30, and right now it's 22. Going to be picking that one up. Love me some Hustle and Flow. I don't have To Catch a Thief. I need to add some Alfred Hitchcock to the collection. Ghost is $11.49. Yes, please. I'm gonna be dining real fine this month with Paramount. But the one thing that I wanted to show you, because I've been waiting for these steelbooks to get cheap, because I knew they made a lot of these suckers, are the Mission Impossible steelbooks. Let's just do Mission Impossible 4K. All of these are 50% off. All of these are $15. Yes. I already have 5 and 6 on 4K. I am not a completionist of a line like this, so I am perfectly happy with just doing 1 through 4 in 4K, because I don't have any of those in 4K, and just having those 4 in this branding, but then having 5, 6, 7 look different. I just want all of them on Steelbook. Do I have that close? Because right now I just have, where is it? Mission Impossible. Where are those? Oh, it's right here. That's why. It's blending in because it's so dang generic. Like, I have this stupid set for Mission Impossible, and this irks me to no end. I need this out of my life. So for $14.99 per movie, that is an easy fix for me. Can't wait to spend some money. It's going to be fun. It's fine. It's fine. Who doesn't like spending money, folks? I just got taxes done. I am okay. I'm okay with spending a little bit of money. But what other ones? Oh, if you were waiting to do some Indiana Jones, Indiana, right? Indiana Jones. I could have swore they had some steelbooks on here. Maybe it's just the 4K, but all the 4Ks are $14.99. There's not every single Paramount thing is half off, but a lot of good ones are. I thought they had the other steelbooks on here. I wonder if I just look up Steelbook, what happens here on Barnes & Noble. That's Paramount. Arrival is $6.99. There's a Steelbook for The Last Crusade. That one's $15. Temple of Doom is $15. Sorry, I'm looking here on the fly. There's 13 pages. I don't think we want to go through all 13. You can kind of go at your own leisure here. But I really like what Barnes & Noble is doing. I'm assuming the Criterion sales, the Arrow Video sales are doing well for them. So they're expanding and giving collectors a reason to go into the retail stores every month and having a new sale on something different. I know I appreciate that immensely. And from what Films by Color was saying, not everything Paramount-wise is going to be on sale online, but every single item that is in store that is Paramount will be on sale at retail. So I am planning on making a trip tomorrow before the inevitable and getting some more movies into the collection to watch and marathon to my heart's desire. But there's another, I just got the email for this today for a couple new Steelbooks that popped in. I'm hoping they're not sold out yet. I'm going to type in hamiltonbook.com, a website that really helped me out 4 or 5 years ago, getting a whole bunch of great new ish movies, new to me movies, I will say, in the collection for super cheap. They have upped their prices a little bit, but I have seen a couple of Steelbooks come through that are very, very cheap. Like here's a Disney Steelbook collection, $20, $5 a piece for Frozen 2, Toy Story 4, Captain Marvel, Maleficent 2. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that, folks. Even though this Steelbook is garbage, $5 for a Blu-ray Steelbook is still phenomenal. Can't beat it. Hamilton Book has great deals like this. Birds of Prey, $8. I don't have that Steelbook, surprisingly enough. I should have this in the collection. Creed 3 or Creed 2, $10. Hobbs and Shaw, $10. Ford versus Ferrari. This is the one that really caught my eye because this sold out very quickly. It's Blu-ray. It's not 4K, but it is an import. But that title, the imported title, is not on the Steelbook. It's still the sold-out Steelbook. $11.95. If you don't have it, please get it. If you don't want to get that $20 deal, you can still get Frozen 2 for $6. Like, there are amazing deals on here. It Chapter 2. This Steelbook sold out like crazy. It sold out very quickly. Not overseas, I guess. $6. That's absolute madness. All of these Steelbooks are less than $10. So if you are wanting to beef up your Steelbook collection, go over to hamiltonbook.com. There's not a lot, and their stock usually doesn't stay in stock for that long on certain titles. If I was a betting man, It Chapter 2 is going to sell out fast. Ford vs. Ferrari is going to sell out fast because this just got announced on their email chain today. That's going to be out of stock very soon. Frozen 2 will be out of stock. Hobbs and Shaw, probably not. Creed 2, probably not. I just see a lot of these selling quick. And if you want to beef up your Steelbook collection very quickly, I would say go over to Hamilton Book. And even if you just want to have a lot of different releases, like if you are just starting to collect, please, for the love of God, go to Hamilton Book. You'll find a lot of deals on Steelbooks or non-Steelbooks. Just, yeah, go crazy. Let's read some more comments and then get the F out of Dodge. Jack really liked the Wanted Steel. Is Breaking Bad okay for me? I'm 11. Absolutely not. Show me your Scream Steelbooks. I cannot. What's up, Dell? How's it going? What's up to you as well? What about the Clint Eastwood Steelbooks? I will be showing those next month. I'm pretty positive those are April releases. Let me check over here. Yeah, they're all mid-April releases. Dirty Harry, Outlawed Josie Wales, Pale Rider, coming out in April. I'll just kind of name all of the releases coming out in April so far. We have Renfield from Shout. We have Mufasa. We have Summer Wars, which is a anime movie, I believe. We have Flight Risk, the Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg movie. Looks very, very bizarre. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has 2 different Steelbook releases. I already talked about the trifecta of Clint Eastwood. We have Gandhi, we have Stripes, and then we have Star Trek Section 31, which I've heard nothing but terrible things about. So that should be fun, right? Let's see here. Was it Barnes & Noble today? They had new Gladiator 2 Steelbook for $28.99 on sale. Hit up your Barnes & Noble, people, because I don't know how quickly they're going to restock. I have 2 Barnes & Noble relatively close to me. One used to be good, but now absolutely sucks. The other one is in the mall, and that has gotten better over time. So I'm going to go to that one tomorrow and hopefully either make a video out of it or just do some pickups on my own. Have I seen Donnie Darko? I have. I haven't in a very long time, but I watched that for the first time when I was about 16. At 16, it blew my mind. Frozen 2 was hella high priced last year. Couldn't find it under $80. Go Hamilton Book. Absolutely. Hamilton Book for the win. I would say 4 to 6 times a year, Hamilton Book is going to come in clutch. If you look at it weekly, I would say just whenever they put out a new, subscribe to their email chain. Whenever they come out with a new email, look at the Blu-ray section down to that. You don't have to click on anything. Just scroll down to it. If you see anything that catches your eye, click on it. Go and check their inventory. See what is for you. Was it Barnes & Noble today? Yeah, read that. Sorry. Should you watch Breaking Bad when you're older? Probably not at 11. And Dell loves Hamilton book. Who doesn't love Hamilton book? Spread the word of Hamilton book to all of your collector friends because, damn it, people need to know. And people need to save money, especially in economic times like this, in physical media times like this, when prices are super, super high. Anytime you can find a deal, it just makes you feel good. It makes me feel good, folks. But talking to you made me feel good. That is everything that I have to talk about today. Stay tuned for more videos down the pike. If you got this far and haven't liked the video, please do that. And again, there's links down in the description for a lot of the steelbooks that I talked about today. Tomorrow, I'm coming out with a new release roundup, number 27. So be on the lookout for that. But thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you. Have a good night.